all over the place. Hey, I'm Corey, and this is my blogging engine for the CS401 final project. This is the homepage that you're looking at. We've got a few blog posts that I've already put in here just to kind of show what it would look like. We'll go ahead and create a new blog post, and you'll see some feedback from the CSS for the form validation. I also have a hint here for what the regex requires for this form. So there's that. Some of you might get the Silicon Valley reference there. This is a keyword for the image that you would like to be associated with the blog post. I'm using the Unsplash API in the background, which just generates a random image with this search term. So let's go ahead and enter something there. And then should it not actually return something with that particular term, you can provide an alternate that will return something as a fallback. So let's grab that from the API. I probably should use a smaller image, but it is what it is. So here's the blog post. If I click anywhere in the tile, it will open the post so you can read it. I'm also using breadcrumb navigation, which you can see here. Here's a full-length one, just as an example of what that might look like. Also notice that there is a kind of a blurb function here that will append some ellipsis and truncate whatever content there is to that blog, just to give you a short preview. So if I click the edit icon, then it will open up the, it reads the data from the JSON where this is stored. If I modify the search term, I should get a new image. So there's that. And then last but not least, I have my delete functionality, which just gives you a confirmation message. And if you confirm you want to delete, then it'll remove that container from its parent container and delete the file at the server. So let's go ahead and look at the back end real quick with the short amount of time that we have left. So this is a single page application, and I'm just using JavaScript to swap out the HTML content in this particular pane with the rounded edges and the gray border. So here's my home page. It just loads the home window. The home window loads the blog posts from the file, from their files to HTML, which happens here. It's a little long to go through in this short video. I also have the new and edit window. So this form is actually reused for both the edit functionality and for creating new blog posts, and that's dynamically generated with PHP. Depending on, and I should go back real quick so this makes sense, whether or not you're using a HTTP GET or POST request. So if you're doing a GET request, you've clicked on the create new blog post, which simply empties out this container and then loads that form blank. So this is generated blank. If you are editing, then you decode that particular JSON file, populate the form, and that's this function here. And it passes, so one thing I should mention, it passes the ID. Each of these buttons has an ID that matches the file name, except I've just appended on an E for edit, D for delete, O for open, since each of these buttons is associated with a particular blog post. So I just use the substring function to get rid of that character that I appended, and then I have the file name. So in the case that I'm opening or editing, I'm just getting HTML. Let's see, the edit post handler, for instance. That's the wrong, what am I doing here? Sorry, new edit window happens first. I'm just echoing this HTML of the form. And then when you submit, the action is edit post handler. So the handlers just create the object and write it to file, or you grab the form data and modify the object and write that new data to file, or you delete. So there's all of that. I'm getting pretty short on time. I think if I missed anything here, yeah. So that's that. I'm sure I'm probably glossing over something, but it's 5 minutes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.